very officially, it's just a casual thing. Sit down properly so we can get started. Thank you. Right, well we're at 7. I don't expect anyone else really to attend, so we will get started. I need to go get the trophies.
Oh yeah, I need to get the notepad as well to note down all the awards. Because I do that every season.
Yeah.
Let me get the trophies. Phases through the wall.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
You won't come back.
He's actually Casper.
I mean, they
Try
kept
to-
going.
I've got F-Josh
Try
now.
to sit down.
Right.
Sit down.
Guys, it's just not, you're not funny.
Season 13 awards.
Like, haha, we're doing things while I'm not here. Haha, so funny. Right, can Orange actually fucking sit down? This is why...
I mean, George took his seat, so...
No, it's not hard. Right, let's get started. Thank you for turning up to the awards, lads. Obviously we're on a bit of a longer break at the moment. Set to continue for about another 5 or 6 weeks or so. In the meeting I'll be announcing sort of the various plans that we've got at the moment. Who the fuck is that?
That's
Oh, broken. Yeah, that's fine. So we will get started. I'll be fairly swift. Obviously, those who want to stick around for the meeting, you can feel free, and if you don't, then obviously you can leave.
Yeah.
But obviously, you won't get any what's the word?
Saying in the...
Input. You won't get any input into any changes we might make. I doubt there'll be many because I think last season overall was fairly good. Only maybe a couple of things to the upgrade system, but those are already going to be implemented, so there's no vote needed. So the first couple of awards we'll get started with, which do not have a trophy because I've yet to make one and I probably never will. Both are basically going to the same person.
Oh.
It's the At Least You Tried, not, and the There Was an Attempt award. The At Least You Tried award goes to Surtees for managing to both have people who are supposedly active but they're not active. Nitrous at the end and then Great at the start. And then There Was an Attempt is Nitrous because you could have had a good car, but you just didn't turn up. How'd you feel? It looks like.
Proud.
Feels absolutely.
And,
He's loving it.
I'm afraid you don't have an award to be given, so you can just kind of sit down.
I mean, you can... He's so disappointed. Just, oh.
You can sit down. There you go.
Wow.
And then the couple of meme awards. So I've kind of forgotten most of the moments in the season. I got a couple. Well, one of them I've just given to someone because why not, and one I gave because yes. So the cheesecake this season, I thought, fuck it, why not? Tail.
What?
What?
Congrats.
Why?
You've won a cheesecake.
Yeah, yes, but what? There has to be a reason.
Just because you're the cheesecake?
I'm small.
Well, you can jump up. There
I
you
can
go.
climb up.
That's literally
Yep.
the reason you are the cheesecake.
I mean, yeah,
I
you're
don't
a
really-
popular fan of.
There weren't any, like, I couldn't think. I probably forgot a bunch, but I couldn't remember any meme. Just like kind of silly, but not completely spasticated moments that happened this season. Like you had and then this will matter next. He's here, but not in the VC, and won't be. So you won't know. He won't know he gets the award unless someone's telling him. But like Orange doing the thing out of the Long Beach pits where he just bombed it out and absolutely destroyed. I think it was Terminator.
It was Terminator.
Like shit like that, or Terminator and Tail. Those are worthy of the Spanner Award, but not the cheesecake.
Well, what about...
Speaking,
Oh, sorry, go on.
speaking of the Spanner, that does go to Orange.
Ah,
Because he completely forgot pit exit etiquette and just literally yeeted out of the pit lane and murdered
forget
Terminator
football.
into a wall.
but One thing I was gonna say. What about when Zenvo literally launched up everyone at Austria?
Yeah, it's just a stupid move. I wouldn't really call that.
That's just things.
I wouldn't really call that worthy of an award.
That didn't happen.
It's all recorded.
He's not MVP because basically in XLMS he made an error, forgot to do the final lap because he thought he'd finished, and then everybody was a dick to him, which was not on, and naturally Orange didn't want to be a part of that.
Next one.
Right, next award is sort of onto the serious ones. He's not here. Rookie of the season, there is, I think, literally one nomination, which is Hardman, and so he gets it. He did it all right.
Congrats, you won by default.
He won by default. I mean, he did okay.
Yeah, he attended all the races.
He did unsurprisingly for me. Like he came in.
He did alright in Andersport.
He came in all bravado, like, oh, you know, I'm a master at FR, so I'm gonna, you know, destroy you guys here. And then he didn't. And in racing in general, he's just kind of
It's like FRs is one. I mean, it's not even his strong point now. Like he's having to fight to get into a division.
Yeah. And then onto some more awards. There's Hero again. I can only really think of one nomination for this, which I ended up giving to. You're gonna have to come back up again. Tail.
Oh, what? I'm fat. You know this. You're making me do exercise.
He also is carrying a very massive skull.
A lot of teams had a fairly linear path this season. I was considering. Huh? What, Lego?
Oh, no.
I was just.
Oh. I was considering
0 to hero.
Like Shadow kind of started reasonably high up anyway, and you'd expect them to do well with Lego. Wolf already had a good car, so Toodle's kind of his performance toward the end of the season don't really count.
We got 2 points.
It's like, so really, Kojima and Tail were the only, I would say, worthy nomination for that one this season. I guess maybe it's a good thing that one team hasn't completely yeeted to the top. Like, yes, Wolf got to the top, but they were already a top team. Next nominations is Performance of the Season, which obviously is, you know, the driver who, even if it's an expected result, definitely earns it and did a very good job with it. 2 nominations I got for this one. You had Dar at Fuji, took the win by just over 1.3 seconds, basically made Drax life a nightmare that race. I think Drac was stuck behind him most of the race, and then the latter half kind of just was there with him. And then the second nomination was Drac at Spa for his 37-second margin at the end of the race. I gave it to Dar on the basis of Drac was very consistent in general this season, so I think Dar had the more exceptional performance, beating out Drac there.
What was that trophy again?
That was the Performance of the Season.
Cool. Thank you.
I guess I'll give it to. I'll give it to the table over here. This chair can have it, even though I can't actually drop it. No, Lego, fuck off. No, you're not.
What was that?
What was that?
Terminator, you're an incredible performer at nothing. There you go.
If.
Nice.
Right. Next up. Surprise driver of the season. I literally only had one nomination first because none of you were surprising. I'm disappointed in you all.
Yourself.
Thank you. I lived up to my expectations.
I am the surprise driver of the season. Yes. I didn't drive.
Exactly, that's what...
I mean, Punk, you got it last season.
Wait. Oh yeah, I did. That's true.
Yeah, because you did a decent thing. You did the did.
I did.
Terminator, you can sit down. The surprise driver of this season is Zenfo.
Hey!
No.
To be honest.
Oh my god!
You've certainly improved as a driver a lot over the sort of past couple of years that I've known you, so it was nice to see. Last season we saw a couple of glimpses. like there's a Nordschleife, but this season we saw you up there a bit more, a couple of podiums, so good job. Maybe also, well, probably not, but maybe you can challenge for the title? No, but maybe.
No.
But
Outside
no.
chance.
Outside chance.
You never know. You never know how season.
You're not only
14 is gonna
outside;
go.
you're like at the back of the forest. Next moment, surprise moment of the season.
Surprise moment.
We have again 2 nominations that I've thought of was this one. Rob getting pole position at Britain. I think, as far as I'm aware, Rob's first pole. He got a front row start in season 12. How isn't it? Was it not a surprise? This is Rob. Rob is like 5th place man.
Yeah.
And also, I nominated once again Zenvo for being on the podium twice this season. Slowly, nice. I've just nice again.
Yes.
I've just watched a man run into a table, fall over, and is now stuck under it. The winner of this award, though, is Rob.
Hey.
Again, he's done sort of a decent, he's done a decent job for himself this season. Not been spectacular, but he's been consistent, and obviously Britain could even, if he'd have sort of kept consistent pace up in the weather, could have been on for a win, but kind of just slowly dropped off in the end. And that shithead over there wearing all white won the race.
Wait, oh yeah. I should have the chance to take him out in turn 3 after what you did there.
Who surprises me to... No, fuck off. If you stand up to get the award, you don't get the award. Poke, you're a very surprising person. Fuck off, Lego.
No, what? How
You're an
am I a
egg.
surprising person?
You're a Kinder Surprise egg.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, next up, we move on to the Sportsman Awards. This was a tricky one. There wasn't really anybody who did anything sort of sportsman-like. People either just kind of raced or drove terribly this season. Of course you didn't win anything, Rabbit. You don't race.
At least you try.
You win Script Man of the Year, which is a non-existent award.
Yeah.
There
Scripter
you
of the
go.
season. Stuart.
That's more Alex, to be honest.
You win driest nose award.
He's the Tony Stewart of the year.
No, it's his dry tongue. Remember?
Oh yeah, no, driest tongue award. Sorry.
Oh,
I love the fact Alex, like Rabbit, you have actually made a thing that Alex cannot forget. He literally cannot forget the dry mouth. It's amazing. It is actually embedded in his brain forever.
Next year on Last Race, we need to remind him of it.
right. Sportsmanship award. Who got it?
I gave it to Poke, just because.
Yay!
Because he's an egg.
Main reason is, if he makes an error, he owns up to it almost to a fault.
Even
Like-
if it wasn't his fault.
Gets in an incident, slightly nudges someone off. I'm reporting myself.
I know.
Terminator, sit down before I actually kill you.
The thing is, Polk even gets worried about accidents that he wasn't even a part of.
Who's upstairs? I saw someone's fucking little blue bubble upstairs.
Yeah.
Right,
There's upstairs.
final sort of subjective award, dedication. There were 6 nominations this season, so obviously to be nominated for dedication, first of all, you have to have done every race and finished. Yeah, you would know any tell, unfortunately.
I know, I missed like 3 races.
The nominations, ironically, one of them's not even here. Rob, Drac, Poke, Lucas, Josh, and Terminator.
Josh.
Nitrous, you're not even nominated because you know why. I'm now just going to pause indefinitely.
Wait, what happened?
No, nothing. I'm just pausing.
Yeah.
The winner, you've got to do that game show thing where they just don't say it for as long as possible.
You need the bang.
We'll give you the answer right after this ad commercial break.
It was Josh who won it.
Hey, Scotland boys.
I don't know. It's like most people, fair play. Like we had a lot of people who did every race this season.
Josh, put your shirt on.
Nice one, Lego.
I mean, Josh is always just kind of like there. Josh is just existence, man.
Hello, I exist.
Like Josh is never spectacular. He just actually just exists. Dedication, not attendance. If it was attendance, then 6 people would have won it. I mean, Josh, I think, is also pretty high up now, and the overall race is done as well.
Yeah, it's catching up to me. Help.
Well, I don't know. Drax the closest to you.
Yeah, Drax the closest.
Right. The final awards are the ones we know.
Yeah.
So, pole position award this season. It wasn't quite as dominated as I thought it would be. Actually, there were, especially at the start of the season, right? There were 4 pole sitters in the first 4 races.
Ooh. That's how you know it's a good season, like.
And it took until about round 8 to get someone with more than 3 poles. So the pole sitter award this season was indeed Drac, but he only took. Well, I say only. He took 6 out of the 12 pole positions this season.
What touched me?
Yeah.
Your avatar insults me.
Why? He's just a cat.
He just looks like an absolutely terrible role player. Mind you, then you've got fucking nitrous now. What the?
Wait,
Have you
what?
forgotten about me?
Why is nitrous?
I mean, you just disgust me.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say.
Maybe
with
just
the
because you still
Lego
haven't done
earlier.
the fucking Kundalini thing. Like, to get rid of it, please.
Yes.
Please. Right, so the final 4 awards.
What about Lego?
3rd place in the championship this season, somehow, despite the fact I think he did 7 races, was Tom. He's not here, he's not even in the Discord, and I don't even think he's online.
Oof.
He's at work, I think. And Panda has DM'd me saying, with a YouTube message of someone having charactered cock in a message.
Oh.
That's normal.
Wonderful.
Just a little. If you want to know how the virtual GP goes, the F1 fans, there you go. Cock. No, I mean, Short Rabbit, you can have the 3rd place award. Come here. Yes, well done. You finished 3rd place in scripting. 2 people beat you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wesley. Wesley beat him.
567 and Wesley 104.
Yeah.
You've got to get your knife and sauce them, I'm afraid.
And sauce them.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Caster got position 0.
Yeah, you just got DDoS them. Don't worry.
2nd place in the championship this season. By sort of only by, was it 5 points or was it 2? 2 points is Lego. I think this is now your second place in the championship.
Yes.
Second.
Season 5.
Yes.
Okay, you can stand there and do some jumps. There you go. And then the 2 championship awards. I mean, Drac.
Whoa.
Up you come. I mean, fair play. Drac is our first 3-time champion. Season 7.
Oof.
Season 7, Season 11, and Season 13. No,
That's
because he's a UK citizen.
That's 3 different eras as well.
It is. Good point, actually. And also the constructors as well for Lotus.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
Well done, lad.
So I will plop that in the general and pin it.
And then the fantasy winner, you all predicted absolutely correctly. You all did shit. And no, Lego, you're not getting this.
Just try to watch it.
Orange can have it. It's exactly the same as it was before.
Oh, let me have a look.
Lucas, you overtook someone. Okay, I think Nitrous stopped. No, you got it.
What's this? Oh, it's a plaster.
There we go. In the general, it's all the awards.
You're a man. Oh, I dropped on the floor. I don't know. Okay. I've got 3 overtake of the season awards.
I didn't you award that.
Wasn't that from that one time where like 3 people won it? It was like me, Kittles, and Tom, or something.
I don't know. Probably. I mean, I just get when there's like extras, like awards that can be awarded to multiple people. Then
you know, it's like when you go to the canteen and
I
they've got extra food left over, so they
just
you can go get extra.
I've dropped it on the floor.
Yoink. Yes, boys, I'm the rookie of the season.
And then who hasn't got?
Fuck.
There you go. I've just replaced this constructor's award with a really shitty trophy. Right. So thank you for attending the awards, guys. Thank you also for those who did attend the season. As much as obviously attendance overall has been down, the amount of people who actually were dedicated to the full season has actually gone up almost. We've had, seasons like season 6, season 7 where we had loads of attendance, but not many people who would complete a full season. So it's nice to see, a few people sticking by me. I do appreciate it. Especially as, we're getting into... Oh my god, what the fuck?
Where did that go? I tried to give it to Orange and it's just pinged off.
Wow. Why is there a dinosaur? Jesus Christ, that was rapid, that trophy. Like, that went some.
Orange has got it. No,
right.
Orange,
if you guys want to be a part of the meeting, head over to the board of directors room.
Oh.
And if you don't, you're free to go.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, what was the SPS recorded of that trophy?
Oh, that was actually probably like 300 or something. This is a really dark.
I did it. It's brilliant because I didn't even mean that. I was just trying to give it to Orange.
You're bored of the directors. They're very boring. And again, sit down. If you don't sit down, I just bore you.
Right, who do we need to shoot?
No. So today
I'm not
kind of a bit freeform because really with season 14, I hadn't planned many major changes to the format. I think last season's change up was enough. There'll be a couple of technical changes in the background. However, regarding the sort of season format and championship itself will remain mostly the same. The main changes for next season will be regarding obviously the upgrade system. So the 1-car teams will get nerfed a bit, so they're not. Also, whoever Nitrous, please. I will just kick you. So they will. The 1-car teams will get nerfed a bit, and also there'll be some balances, I think, to the top teams upgrading as well, just to keep it a level playing field while also increasing performance at the same time. Really, other than that, the season format will stay the same. I think the weather system upgraded. The weather system worked fairly well. The only thing that really went wrong last season was the collision systems breaking kind of fairly consistently. It was, the Tyrrell. I think I was using the new one when you told me that I forgot I wasn't. I still think the Tyrrell wasn't quite fixed at the end of the season anyway, even with the Belgium changes. Yes, because it was 1978. We'll have to have a look into it once I actually work on season 14, but I don't think it totally fixed the problem. But we'll have to, that'll be something we'll have to quickly investigate and see if it is the case or not in a couple of weeks or so when I can be bothered. The main thing, really, regarding RRC, obviously now F1, because that'll be one thing I'll be talking about mostly in this meeting. Regarding RRC F1, is there anything anybody would like to bring up? Any queries or any suggestions? Seriously, if you try and meme it, I will just boot you. Because I need serious stuff. There's no point me having joke suggestions. So, okay, Lego. I guess you can go for Lucas. If you had something to say, you'll just go after Lego.
So, that drive team selections for the next season, could that be put back into further down
Yeah, DM me what
Mythic
you want team-wise.
Yeah, because like Mythic just has one good race, doesn't attend any other fucking races.
Yeah, I know.
Right, see, it's a bit.
I mean, Mythic is Mythic. Generally, his attendance is sketchy, so there's not a lot I can do about that. If he attends, which I doubt he will, but if he attends, then great. If he doesn't, then he won't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't. The point of RRC F1 is that it is harder to get into. I mean, like, I don't want it to be easy to get in. I mean, there is a reason. But I mean, bear in mind, Lego, I'm introducing a new series that has no ceiling, or no floor. Sorry, there's no minimum skill requirement for the new series. For the Enduro series, so anyone can enter that. There's not even a single YDT for that. So if people want to enter RRC, that's the series for everybody. I want the F1 series to be a bit more exclusive, really, because then if we get a lot of people in the Enduro series, a few people might feed into the F1 series. I don't necessarily want the F1 series, despite being the the top series, if you will, necessarily being the highest attended. I want it to be the air quotes good drivers. Anyone else? Anything else?
I have a suggestion.
Go for it.
Maybe if a driver shows actually really good form in the endurance series, you could give them an invite to RCF1 as a trial period to see how well they do.
Yeah.
And if they do shit, you boot them out. If they do really well, you can give them a full-time seat.
I will probably do that. That is a good idea. And obviously I don't want Enduro being F2 to F RCF1, but or RRC GP if we want to avoid copyright. It could Lego, but then again, people who've passed the YDT, who passed by luck, could mess up people's races. Both would be a trial Lego, and both could still result in the driver being terrible. I mean, if we look back to the past, Mario Fan's a pretty good example. He passed the YDT and had to fucking redo it because he was not a menace, but he was a pretty terrible driver. So the YDT isn't necessarily an absolute show that the driver's going to be competent. Even if I did some sort of race test, there's no proof that they're going to be competent against 13, 14 drivers. So I don't really think that's going to be a problem. And if they do mess up people's races, I'm keeping going as long as people have interest, Lego, and as long as I have interest. I'm at the moment 100%, but we're not even in season 14 yet. Yes, I've been a bit burnt out recently, but I don't plan on ending it anytime soon. Just things might be a bit slower, that's all. I'm still, I'm planning on in a week or two starting on getting the season 14 cars. Once the season 14 cars are done, we're ready for the season, basically, other than me needing to build a couple of tracks. So, well, the off-season event will basically be the beginning of the Enduro series. That's the plan, really. It'll be the beginning of the off-season series. I mean, we're still going to have the movie nights when people want them. We're going to have, game nights as always, when we want them. I could do... Fair enough, nice. I could do some sort of, fun event. The issue with fun events, as I've seen recently, is if you put a lot of effort into them and then people don't attend, you've kind of just wasted your own time, because it's not for anything. And then there's the fact that you know, people often will probably want me to be doing better stuff anyway, because again, it doesn't count for anything. You know, there's no championship points at stake, so you know, well, maybe I'll put something together, but you know, we've still got 5-6 weeks of off season left before pre-season, so we'll see. ROC, yeah, but the problem with ROC now is obviously with the decline in people, because you know, let's be real, there is a decline in community. It would be hard because the last ROC we had 20. I think we had 32 entries, of which 26 went through in the qualifiers, and then got narrowed down. We wouldn't be able to do that now. It'd have to be a really small form thing. Probably closer to like the winter game thing we did.
Yeah.
With like the oval race and the weird little slalom thingy that was everyone died on. That'd be more the event I would do for that style of thing, I think. Also, regarding the Enduro Series, I'm planning on getting that started in week 6. So 3 weeks' time will be round 1. I'm still working on building the second category car. I was going to do TCR, but that's been a pain in the ass to build, so I'm probably going to change it and do something like Opel Astra Cup. So just a one-make series for Tier 2. Once I've got that car built, I will open up sign-ups, and it will be a team-based sign-up. So you don't... No. Grab it. So you don't sign up you as a driver, you sign up a team. There's no limit to drivers, no limit to cars. But I would obviously not recommend anything really above 2 or 3 drivers a car, bearing in mind attendance. So it's up to you guys to search for drivers. Obviously, I'll be advertising. But it'll be up to you guys to sign your drivers and obviously get your cars in. Makes it a bit easier for me, and also might get a bit more attendance because you guys will be looking for drivers. So you might look elsewhere like XLMS or you know, other discords like FR, etc. Which I'll closer to the time, you know, when there's like a week or 2 left till the race, I'll check out another batch of advertisements. So that's the main things. The races will be 90 minutes for the standard races, and then we'll likely have 2 3-hour races. One at the start of the season, which will be the Nordschleife 3 hours. One at the end of the season, which will be the Spa 3 hours. And then we're going to have like the current planned calendar. If I go grab that up. Current planned calendar I've thought of is Silverstone being one of the events, Istanbul being one of the events, Interlagos, and potentially an updated Watkins Glen. So removing the chicane and adding in the little boot chicane as well, or whatever it's called. You know what chicane I'm on about. And then obviously driver swaps will be allowed, but we'll be taking the more standard approach of I won't necessarily do pit windows. I will likely do minimum driver time, and then say you have to do X amount of pits during the race, regardless of if you driver swap or not during it. And then there'll be a pit timer to work off of. No fuel. It's a pain in the ass to work with. I can't be asked to work with the fuel script because I've seen the bugs it causes. You know, shit between if you run out of fuel, you can just go Q and E anyway. So it's like, well, what's the point? And also the fact that it can screw you over so easily, and also the fact if you disconnect, then you don't use fuel, so you gain a shit ton of time. Even if you're only away for like 4 laps, you gain like 10 seconds on fuel. So it's just not worth it really for the amount of issues it causes when other issues happen. I think that's it mostly covered. If you guys have any more questions, say now. And if nothing's said, then that'll be it.
Okay.
The thing is, Lego, like, I can't continue to have a small Discord because people are leaving. You know, none of us, you know, I'm planning around, you know, I'm going to be here forever, clearly. I'm like just a spirit that never leaves. But, like, you know, people are going to keep leaving eventually. And it's going to get to a point where it's just not possible, you know, to really have enough attendance each time to run it. So we need new people. Is it going to change things? Possibly, but you know, I'll be there to moderate and control things and make sure people don't overstep the line. You know, I'm still aiming to keep this community, you know, as nice as we can, but you know, we've got to expand. You know, otherwise, you know, it will just fade into obscurity eventually. Sure, I guess. I don't know why, but okay. There's not many of us here to take a group photo. Do we? No, we don't. We haven't done one for ages. But anyone with more questions? Or anything to bring up? Because obviously that's my DMs, but like if you don't bring it up now, then it's not really going to get covered. What about him? In what? You can ask him, but if you don't ask him, then no, basically. You have to look around, Rabbit. You know, the Enduro series is open to everybody, so you can get whoever the hell you want. So, that's it. Thank you guys for attending. I know this meeting was a bit more short form and off the cuff, with not really any sort of major planned topics, but oh, season 14, well, again, ask him. He's not planning on, as far as I'm aware. He's busy as it is, so I wouldn't imagine so, but you're welcome to I assume you're welcome to DM him and ask him. I don't really get to chat to Tom much because he works so much and our schedules don't really overlap very much, so makes it kind of difficult. Yeah, I mean, he's busy. I mean, he said himself, you know, he sort of feels like he's faded away from the community a little bit, so. Right, lads, well, you're free to do what you want. I mean, I did mention the possibility of a game night, movie night. You guys interested in that, or do you want to do your separate own little things? Depending on who wants a movie night will sort of depend on where I do it. If it's a movie night or a game night. Anyone else up for a game night, movie night? Or just Lego?
I don't mind.
Jack's got dinner. Track Rabbit's busy arguing on the Iron server. If we do Lego, we won't be doing it in here then. Because I don't think anyone's particularly interested. But thank you for doing that, lads. If you do have any questions at all, I mean, I think regarding the Enduro series, most of it's in the events channel. If you scroll up a bit, I'll go find actually the little overview I did and pin it. I don't use pins much anymore. I probably should. Let me just pin this. So if you need sort of the basis of what the Enduro series is going to involve, then it's pinned. And then obviously just any questions in general, just direct to my DMs. They're open. And I'm going to hop out, so yeah, DM me if you need me.
Why is Kelly in Cuddle Corner?
I don't know, but I'm going back to the boys.
I get it. Hi,
Hey, Chief.
why are you here?
Because I'm not in the meeting.
Oh.
I wasn't part of the meeting, so I was just chilling here while it was going on.
Yeah, fair enough. Are you interested for a movie or game night?
You two, I'm going back in the boys if you want me.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Maybe.
To Alex, I would come back in here, so.
Yeah.
Seeing as, I mean, we can pop a movie on Lego if you want. God, I'm warm. I don't really know what I'd want to watch, though. We watched Jumanji last week.
Yeah.
So there's Jumanji 2, which is pretty good. I've seen it, but I haven't seen it since. Well, I saw it in Scotland last year, so it's been a year since I've seen it. Other than that, I don't know what movies I'd want to watch, what I'd be interested in. What? Why can't I see my... Oh, I can see my purchases for my movies, okay.
Why is George the Dev's Fitnessgram Pacer test game getting popular?
Oh, who fucking knows? George the Dev is just weird shit.
4,000 players.
Let's have a look. Oh. I know a movie... Have I put this on before? I know a movie that we could watch. But I don't know if you'd be interested. Let go.
What is it?
Do you know of a YouTuber called Ashens?
No, I did not.
Essentially, he...